Welcome to Umberta and the transits for tropical Virgo or Sidereal Leo ascendant for April 2024. I will focus on the highlights related to tropical transits in the introduction to keep it simple. But in my delineation for each ascendant, I use both tropical and sidereal zodiac. The total solar eclipse, which is the highlight of this month, is at 19 degrees Aries in tropical zodiac or 25 degrees Pisces in Revati Nakshatra. Mercury retrograde in tropical is entirely in the sign of Aries. However, in sidereal, Mercury, who is retrograding in Aries until the 9th, slides back into Pisces in retrograde motion and continues in Pisces in direct motion. So it starts retrograding in Ashwini Nakshatra, slides back into Revati Nakshatra in a conjunction with Rahu and Sun, reaches Kazimi on the 12th of April, continues its retrograde motion into Pisces until the 25th of April, when it reaches the same degree as it did on the 22nd of March. Then it turns direct and retraces its steps until the 14th of May, when it reaches the same degree as it did on the 2nd of April. So what does this dance suggest? Well, it depends on what house Mercury rules in your chart and its natal placement. Generally, though, it suggests that we may not have complete information available to us in the next 2 months to take decisive action. To avoid falling in the trap of analysis paralysis or to avoid being in an indecisive mode forever, we may have to resort to finding our way or take decisions through intuitive conclusions based on partially available information. One caveat is that the information that is available must be clearly communicated and understood by us and others. As a metaphor, it's quite similar to being blindfolded and identifying something by sensing its shape or form. If you have a natal placement in tropical Aries, or if you're one of the cardinal rising signs of tropical Cancer, Capricorn, Aries or Libra, you would feel the effects of this eclipse as your life may change unexpectedly in 2024. In sidereal zodiac, it's the mutable signs who would experience the impact. By mutable, I mean those of you with personal planets or ascendant in sidereal Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo or Pisces. Now on to transits for your rising sign. Your 8th house is lit up this month and there's no escaping the heaviness that this house brings. There could be very anxious movements and obsessive fear related to events that may or may not materialize. This could be about money, finances, or about your spouse, or about your health, or work, or your career. Most of you may have experienced a flare-up of health issues since January of this year. And intermittent health issues could dominate your life for the foreseeable future. Your one-to-one connections may also feel cold, restrictive, or tense, and you may try to reach into your faith to stabilize your marriage or your romantic life. It could be that your optimism and innate faith in a higher power has held you steady this past year. But you may reach a crisis of faith of sorts this month. And your time, resources and energy could be spent in adapting to the ups and downs in your life. Those who are students involved in research may find this period to be ultimately rewarding with a few tense moments. Others of you who have adult children may find the eldest child move or relocate far away suddenly. If you have a strained relationship with your oldest child, this may place it under further stress. Those who are married may find their spouse's health a big concern that stresses joint resources and causes a lot of worries. Others of you who are in romantic relationships may find yourself putting a lot more effort in maintaining the relationship than you would like, which could lead to one of two outcomes. Either you continue investing time and effort into the relationship or you decide to part ways. A few of you may rethink and reorganize your resources in line with your long-term goals. You may need to cut down on recurring expenses or budget your life more carefully. However, since you may not have all the information you need to make long-term decisions, there could be a period of indecisiveness, passivity, and resistance to change. However, do note that Mercury retrograde gives us the opportunity to make necessary modifications or changes in our lives through thought and behavior. Some of you may go into hiding this month because you may feel ill-equipped to deal with the world. And this is normal and expected for such a transit. Take this time to reset so that when May comes around, you're feeling confident to put your plans into action. That's all I have for you today. If you find this video meaningful, please like, subscribe, or comment. I would love to hear from you and your story. Until next time.